Ready to start this new year, right, boys? I think I'm in the perfect position to give you some advice on how to do it. You see, nearing the end of the previous year, I was at about the lowest point of my life. And this past one has hands down been my greatest one yet. All within the span of 1 year. November of 2021 in particular was the single worst month of my life. I won't get into it again now, but you can check out the video linked over here to know more about it. Drugs and alcohol every single night while living with my parents. Entire days spent alternating between video games and social medias and movies and TV shows. I'd stopped gymming, I'd stopped meditating, gave up basically every good habit that I'd built over the past multiple months, and picked right back up all the bad habits that had taken me months to finally drop. It was a mess. I'll just say that. About halfway through the month, around mid-November, I noticed that my life was starting to fall apart. I realized that I needed to do something about it. But being the procrastinator that I was, my brain convinced me to wait till New Year's to start afresh. But by the time November was coming to an end, by the time November came to a close, I realized that if I let myself go for a whole another month, there would be no saving me anymore. It would be too late for me. And so, in that panic, out of desperation, I set a December's resolution for myself. And thank God I did, because it's that December's resolution that carried on over to the next year. It's that December's resolution that is which is why I'm sitting in front of you, proud of the man I've become. So I guess I almost was the first person in history to have a successful New Year's resolution. I just missed it by a month. So that title is still up for grabs. I'm looking at you when I say that. You better keep your resolution intact this year, especially after watching this video. Okay, before we even get into it, I know there are a good number of you who don't even set resolutions in the first place. And you make fun of those who do, don't you? Don't be that guy, man. That's like a fat guy who sits at home and eats chips and ice cream all day, making fun of the fat guy who's at least trying to do better, who's made a diet plan for himself, who's joined the gym. I'm sure in the past, at some point, you set resolutions too. But after failing on them so many times, your cope was to stop even trying to do better, because can't let yourself down if you never expect anything of yourself in the first place, right? I know, because I have been there. This last year was the first time I set a resolution for myself in like 10 years. And so from experience, I tell you, you listen to me and you try, you really, really try, and you might just surprise yourself this time. Well, let's get to it. How did I do it? How did I intend to turn my life around, to have a good, productive, successful year, and then actually follow through with it? Let me do you one better. Why are you not able to do it? You have the best of intentions when setting your resolutions. You genuinely, sincerely want the current year to go better than the previous one. Then why do you inevitably end up failing to do so every single time? Okay, this is going to be a long video. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be honest with you, for every video that I make, I time it while I'm scripting it so that I can then shorten it accordingly. I'm not doing that for this one. I would much rather make a longer video that as a result will get a lower number of clicks and lower retention, but pack it up with so much value that for those of you who do watch it till the end, I can promise you that if you listen to me and you do the things that I ask you to do, you will have a successful 2023. You'll see how much I want to help you by the offer that I'm going to make to you. You'll have to watch the video to find out what the offer is, of course. Coming back to it, why you fail to keep your resolutions every single time, right? Try and understand what is going on in your brain during New Year's. 31st, you set your resolution. Please don't procrastinate on it any more than that. 1st of January, you're likely, probably, hopefully, really pumped and motivated. So you just breeze through the first few days. 5th of January, you're starting to find it a little difficult to keep up with it now, but you keep yourself going. It's the 10th now. It's the 10th of January. You are 10 days down with 355 to go. Every day it gets harder because it doesn't feel like much of a difference between 355 days to go and 354 to go, does it? You know for a fact that you can't keep this up for 365 days. So you inevitably give up sooner or later. Most of the times sooner rather than later. So you see, the entire concept of a New Year's resolution is flawed. 300 plus days to keep yourself accountable. Who came up with this? If you've ever read a single page of a self-help book, if you have any idea how the human brain works, you know that that's a terrible strategy. No wonder no one ever succeeds with their New Year's resolutions. Fuck New Year's resolution. We're not going to make one this year. That was convenient. Needless to say, you're not getting off that easy. Let me finish. We're not going to make a New Year's resolution. We're going to make a January's resolution. 31 days. Don't get me wrong, 31 days is no joke either. But it is doable. It is achievable. Listen to me. It's very important that you don't give up for these 31 days. Because if you do, the moment you do, you will have subconsciously given up on this whole year. Here's exactly what you do. I'm going to tell you the secret to success right now, so listen closely. The secret to success is consistency. The secret to success is to do the same things day after day, every single day. Look at the most successful person you know. Now look at yourself. The biggest difference between him and you is not some secret thing that he does that you don't know of. The biggest difference between you and him is that the same things that you know you should do but you don't, he's done them. He is doing them again and again and again and again and again. Look at my channel. Look back to my first few videos and compare them to this one. I used to hate every single video that I make. I used to cringe so hard before uploading every single video of mine. Today I love my videos. Today I feel proud of every single video that I make. We are at about 1500 subscribers right now. Trust me, we are only just getting started. This channel is going to go a long, long way. And I'll tell you today, any amount of success that we get, whatever feats that we reach with this channel, the only secret to my success, which isn't even really a secret because I've been preaching it since the very first day, is going to be consistency. The takeaway from all of that is that to have a successful 2023 or even a successful January to begin with, you need consistency. Non negotiable. Okay, but what activities do I need to get consistent with to have a good year? That is step number one. What things do you want to get good at this year? What activities would you need to do to get good at them? Do those activities consistently. For example, if you want to have a good muscular body by the end of the year, gymming has to be one of the things that you do consistently. Make a list of all of these activities that you would need to do. Let me help you out with the essentials, over which you can then add whatever activities that you want to get consistent with. Okay, so these are the essentials. You need to work upon your physical health, your mental health, your knowledge, and your studies / your job. For physical health, we have exercise. For mental health, meditation. For knowledge, reading. And for your studies / your job, deep work. These are the 4 essential activities that you need to do consistently this year, starting with this January. Now you can add any other activities that you want to get consistent with. Maybe it's playing the guitar, maybe it's learning to code, maybe you want to get better at drawing. Whatever it is, add it to the list. Once again, think of the things that you want to get good at and work backwards to determine what activities you would need to do to get good at them. Make a list of all of these activities. Pause this video now and take as long as you need to make your list. So now you have a list of things that you need to do consistently. Step number 2, make a routine. This step is essential. Most people just skip past this. They'll do step 1, they'll decide what activities they need to do and then just leave it at that. That is basically wishful thinking that, oh, I hope I start going to the gym consistently. What the fuck? You need a game plan, you need a strategy. You have 24 hours in the day which can just fly by like this. So you need to spend a good amount of time figuring out how you're going to fit in each of these activities into these 24 hours. Hey, look at me. Don't you click off right now. As soon as things start to get a little difficult, you're just going to bail, huh? What did you think this was going to be? We're talking about turning your life around. At least give it a fair shot, man. I can't do this without you. I need your help to help you. You clicked on this video because there was some part of you that wanted you to do better, that wanted better for you. Don't let him down. I know what it's like to not even allow yourself to hope for a better tomorrow, because you've tried it before many times and you've been let down every single one of them. What's worse, it's you yourself who's letting you down. But I want to request you to try one more time, to believe one more time, to have hope one more time. I believe in you, and I want you to as well. You know what? This is difficult, especially when you're doing it for the first time. Here's what I'm going to do for you. From today until the 31st, I'm going to open up my schedule. You can book a free 15-minute call with me, and I will personally help you build your routine. Go down to the first link in the description and join our Discord. The link to book the call will be on it. Step number 3. We now have a list of things that you want to do consistently, and we've built a routine around them. Now, we need a way to keep you accountable. Okay, before we continue, do me a favor and grab yourself a pen, a paper, a ruler, and a pencil. We can still do without the pencil, but we need the other 3. A paper, a pen, and a ruler. Please trust me on this. You've trusted me with your time for I don't even know how long this video has gone on for now, but you've trusted me for this long, right? Trust me on this as well. I speak from experience. My goal was to do what I'm about to tell you to do for every month of 2022. Every single time I made it a point to have it ready before the start of the month. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. Over the course of the year, over the past 12 months, twice something or the other came up. I just wasn't able to have it ready on time, but I promised myself I would definitely have it done. I would make it ready within the first couple of days of the month. Both times I skipped doing it for the entire month. Our brains are fucking sneaky, dude. They'll find any excuse they can to avoid putting in the work. So please listen to me on this. Pause this video right now and continue only after you have your stationery ready. Before you ask, no, you cannot do it on a Notion page where you can just close it anytime you want or open a new window over and boom, accountability gone. You need to do it on a paper. We're going to make you a habit tracker, a personal accountability system. This is where you will visually be able to see in tangible form the effort that you're putting in, the progress that you're making. Here's what you do. Make a column for the date in the margin of the paper, followed by a separate column for every item on your list. Here's the important part. As soon as you overcome the barrier, the resistance to doing the work, in other words, as soon as you start doing the activity, you are eligible to tick it off for the day. We're trying to build habits over here, not to hold yourself to a high standard which will inevitably cause you to lose out on your consistency. So, one mindful breath, tick. One push-up, tick. 1 minute of reading, tick. It can be very easy to forget the big picture and just focus on and just remember how you've done for the past couple of days. That is why it's so much more likely that you fall into a month-long slump after just a couple of bad days. This tracker shows you the big picture right in front of you. Make sure this page is always in your eyesight. You can either stick it up on a wall or you can do what I do and keep this page of the register open at all times on a table where you'll be able to see it all day, every day. And finally, step number 4. If you would like some external accountability as well, go down to the description right now and join our Discord. Join our community where you'll tell everyone what activities you're going to be consistent with. And for every day of January, you report back at the end of the day with your progress. I'm going to be doing this as well. We can keep each other accountable. That is your work for this month, boys. It won't be easy, I'm not going to lie to you, but it will be fun. I promise you that. Push yourself through the discomfort, allow yourself to feel the pain, and keep yourself going. I promise you, you'll look back at this month with such fond memories, so much gratitude, so much love, so much respect for yourself. Oh, and by the way, I've forgotten to do this way too many times now. If you gained some value out of this video, if you like my videos and they help you, and if you'd like to get my personal advice on your particular problems, if you'd like to pick my brain and get my help on your specific situation, if you'd like some one-to-one time with me, I've opened up my coaching services. Go to the second link in the description right now and you can book a call or a mentorship program with me. Set a January's resolution and do it properly. Know that if you break this, you're willingly accepting that you're okay with 2023 going just like 2022 and 2021 and all the years before that. So start this new year right and make your dreams a reality, one day at a time. I'll see you in the next one, boys.